What's up with this man? You having some difficulties?
Who is that? Grey Wardens?
Well, he's not half as dead as he looks, is he?
My scouting band was attacked by Darkspawn. They came out of the ground. Please help me. I've got to return to camp.
He is, he's very wounded. I wonder if he's infected, because that infection seems to take people out. Alright, yeah, we can take you back.
If you just bandage me up, I can get back myself.
I have bandages in my pack.
Well, look at Alistair
Thank
being all
you.
useful.
I've got to get out of here.
Did you hear? An entire patrol of seasoned men killed by Darkspawn.
Calm down, Sir Jory. We'll be fine if we're careful.
Those soldiers were careful, and they were still overwhelmed. How many Darkspawn can the four of us slay? A dozen? 100? There's an entire army in these forests.
There are Darkspawn about, but we're in no danger of walking into the bulk of the Horde.
How do you know? I'm not a coward, but this is foolish and reckless. We should go back.
I feel like the moment someone says, "I'm not a coward," is exactly the moment where they reveal themselves to be the coward. Let's just be all cocky about it, I guess. Yeah, you sound like a coward to me.
I am simply trying to stay alive. You do not see me fleeing, do you?
A bit of fear isn't unnatural, you know. Few relish meeting Darkspawn up close. I know I don't.
Not many humans, maybe. Yeah, let's make this an awkward divide between races.
I know I'm relying on you to protect me. Know this. All Grey Wardens can sense Darkspawn. Whatever their cunning, I guarantee they won't take us by surprise. That's why I'm here.
You see, Sir Knight, we might die, but we'll be warned about it first.
That's not helping.
That is reassuring.
That doesn't mean I'm here to make this easy, however. So let's get a move on.
Once again, you said you've killed like one Darkspawn ever. So that's not super reassuring in general, no. You're not exactly you're not exactly experienced, you're just the expert compared to those of us that just showed up today. So what are we gonna find here? Lots of dead people. The guy said that the other knights were, that these other people were careful. I'm not sure how he determined that. Anyway, it looks like we have an item over here. Oh! Just like that, we have a flower. I think that's the type of flower I needed to save that dog. So I guess we'll be helping him when I get back to town. There we got some Hurlocks. They're gonna come after. Yep, they're coming after us.
Yes.
Well, let's get the drop on them. If I fire ahead of time, what are you gonna do? Die? Yeah, it looks like it. Nailed it. My predictive powers of self-fulfilling prophecies are incredible. It's really unfortunate these guys have such long range, although it'd be a lot better if my allies were more proactive in dealing with them. I don't know where they were trying to go. Come on, buddies. Gotta close this gap here. Oh, I just shot the wall in front of me. I don't think I even made that to him. Things seem to be working out for us. There we go. Did a fight where we were actually outnumbered, but things worked out anyway. Well, looks like Alistair quickly went from, "I've killed one Darkspawn at some point," to, "Look at all these Darkspawn I've killed, isn't that crazy?" I think I might be ahead of him on body count, though. One thing for sure is that we are all much more professional. We're much more experienced at killing Darkspawn now than he was at the beginning. Ooh, a flower. I'll just grab whatever flower I see, just in case it happens to be the one I need. I think elf fruit might be a consumable item, actually. So it's probably not actually that relevant. But grabbing more things is always good, right? At the very least, it could be used as a material or a consumable of some sort at some point, I assume. Those are a lot of hanging bodies up there. That's concerning.
Look there. Poor slobs. That just seems so excessive.
Well, I guess they're done remarking upon that. It is a lot of work to go through to just string up a body. Like, bodies are really heavy, so it's a lot of work to create that sort of foreboding moment, just hanging those three bodies up. think they'd be using their time more efficiently if they just went to kill more humans. But I guess that's why they're gonna lose ultimately. It's because I'm gonna be better at thinking this stuff out and being more efficient with my energy usage than these guys that just throw everything away. Oop, saving content. You know what that means. That means something important's gonna happen like 5 feet in that direction. Oh, BioWare games. Or maybe maybe nothing's gonna happen. Maybe I'm crazy. Huh. Oh, there we go. The Herlock. Oh, that's a Herlock that shoots music. That shoots music. That's a Herlock that shoots magic. Stop trying to save my content. Maybe I need to just turn the autosave off. It's a little excessive. I think I got this for now. Having the game interrupt me frequently just try to autosave itself. Seems like it might be a bad idea for the series. Can I shoot that gunlock from here? Nope, there we go. I had some line of sight problems, but I got him now. Hey, asshole. Oh, look at this. Look at that. My friend's freaking triggering traps. Isn't he the rogue of the group? How is he triggering traps? He should know that they're there. Whatever. This guy's on fire. Hopefully I'll have a more specialized set of spells sooner or later. Since right now I'm just kind of spamming every type of spell that's currently available to me. So I don't really have an elemental specialization of any kind yet. I want to say that staves actually give you elemental specializations or something at some point. But right now the only ones I have are just like, you're better at mana. Your magic's a little better. And it's all generic stuff so far. Oh, look at that. 2 of my people were dead. Alistair, come on, you're supposed to be better at this. Alright, one of your parties was knocked out during combat. Any sustained ability the party member had active was deactivated. He or she will also now have an injury. You remove injury using injury kits, which are located at the potions part of the radio menu. So they get, oh, I stepped on the trap. Way to go, Rogue, I'm glad you're doing your job. So both tank type characters went down, but the Rogue and the Mage stayed alive, so I guess the tanks were technically doing their jobs. So because Alistair and Jory, I want to say his name was, went down, they're going to have some annoying permanent debuffs. So not permanent, they're going to have debuffs until I can heal them at some point, unfortunately. So you definitely don't want people going down over and over again. I got a new, oop, wrong button. I got myself a brand new staff, which might be an upgrade compared to what I'm using now. Oh, nope, not necessarily. 1 spell power plus 5% spirit damage, which is neat if I'm using spirit spells, but less neat if I use anything else. Although I might take it. 5% isn't terrible. I'll move on for now. Let's see if I... Oh, 3 leather boots. Just move them all to junk. That's too many of the same item. Yes, I understand what junk is. You don't need to tell me that. Okay. So let's see, do I... Nope, not an upgrade. And nope, and ooh, 5% pretty much everything resistance on top of what I already had. That's just a flat upgrade with no exceptions. And I still look silly with my silly little hood. Man. It even has a little tuft out of the back. That's funny. I'm an incredibly masculine character, do not question me. What are we gonna find here in this forest as we continue forward through places unknown? Oh, what's gonna happen is we're gonna have apparently saved content. Well, thank you, I suppose. You know what? That's it. That's my final straw. I am going to check to see. Save automatically. Bam! It's off. So that's hopefully I don't regret that by screwing up and dying. Man, that'll be disappointing. But at least now the autosave will stop happening every few minutes, and that should help the game run a little better, because that little interruption is getting a bit annoying. So let's continue forward. You'll notice that persistent gore is turned off. That's because this game has a thing where everyone will be covered in blood. Oh, there's more Herlocks.
Of course.
After you fight people, everyone will be covered in blood because of all the, you know, the gore from the fight. It's kind of annoying to me because that means that people are still covered in gore during conversations, and it just looks silly, people having normal, often calm conversations while completely doused in blood. Hey guys, you want to help me with... Okay, no, it's fine, you can wander off in that direction. I don't need help with the giant melee guy that's attacking me right in the face. I think I'm gonna have to go into the AI of these, I just realized I haven't gone into I haven't programmed any of my allies yet. In this game, there's a whole mechanic where you can set a protocol for what your companions do in certain situations, and preferably, I would set the tank characters in particular to attack anyone who is currently attacking me, which I think is a function. I know there's a lot of neat mechanics you can do, like if there's a spell that's best used when someone's frozen or paralyzed or some specific alignment like that, you can be like, alright, so when opponent is this, use this spell, and you'll actually program the AI to automatically take care of weaknesses and things like that, and you can set the AI to automatically heal itself when it's low on hit points at specific thresholds. And that's also cool, or cast specific spells. I may have to go in and do some of that sometime soon, because I feel like as a spellcaster, I could really use the AI being a little more reliant. That looks like a very smashed box, which is unfortunate because it's the exact cache I'm looking for.
Well, well, what have we here? Are you a vulture, I wonder? A scavenger, poking amidst a corpse whose bones were long since cleaned? Or merely an intruder, come into these darkspawn-filled wilds of mine in search of easy prey? What say you, Scavenger or intruder?
None. I'm actually a Grey Warden. Oh wow, that's actually the first option. I am neither. The Grey Wardens once owned this tower.
'Tis a tower no longer. The wilds have obviously claimed this desiccated corpse. I have watched your progress for some time. Where do they go, I wondered? Why are they here? And now you disturb ashes none have touched for so long. Why is that?
Don't answer her. She looks chastened, and that means others may be nearby.
Oh, you fear barbarians will swoop down upon you.
Yes, swooping is bad.
She's a witch of the wild, she is. She'll turn us into toads.
Witch of the wilds. Such idle fancies, those legends. Have you no minds of your own? You there. Elves are not frightened little boys. Tell me your name and I shall tell you mine.
You can call me Orenko.
And you may call me Morrigan, if you wish. Shall I guess your purpose? You sought something in that chest? Something that is here no longer?
Here no longer? You stole them, didn't you? You're some kind of sneaky witch thief.
How very eloquent. How does one steal from dead men?
Quite easily, it seems. Those documents are Grey Warden property, and I suggest you return them.
I will not, for 'twas not I who removed them. Invoke a name that means nothing here any longer if you wish. I am not threatened.
Then who removed them?
'Twas my mother, in fact.
Is this a joke?
If so, it seems the truthful rather than funny sort, no?
Great. She's a thieving, weird, talking, funny sort of witch.
Not all in the wilds are monsters. Flowers grow as well as toads. If you wish, I will take you to my mother. 'Tis not far from here, and you may ask her for your papers if you like.
We should get those treaties, but I dislike this Morrigan's sudden appearance. It's too convenient.
If it's so convenient, then maybe they were planning for us or waiting for us. Let's see. Are you a witch of the wilds? Yeah, let's just ask her. I want an honest answer. Are you a witch of the wilds?
Have I been dishonest? Some call us witches, yes, but purely out of superstition.
You know what the Circle of Magi is, don't you? The Circle requires an accounting of all mages. That is the law of the land and the chantry.
If you wish to tell your chantry about me, go ahead. I have nothing to fear from priests.
How are our stabs attached to our backs, I have to ask, as we're looking at these two characters looking at each other. with floating staves behind them. Well, we have nothing. I mean, we don't really have any better options, so I say we go with her.
She'll put us all in the pot, she will. Just you watch.
If the pot's warmer than this forest, it'd be a nice change.
Follow me then, if it pleases you.
It would take a lot of effort to fit us all in a pot.
Greetings, Mother. I bring before you 4 Grey Wardens who...
I see them, girl. Much as I expected.
Are we supposed to believe you were expecting us?
You are required to do nothing, least of all believe. Shut one's eyes tight or open one's arms wide. Either way, one's a fool.
She's a witch, I tell you. We shouldn't be talking to her.
Quiet, Davith. If she's really a witch, do you want to make her mad?
There is a smart lad, sadly irrelevant to the larger scheme of things, but it is not I who decides. Believe what you will. And what of you? Does your elven mind give you a different viewpoint? What do you believe?
It's weird seeing people freak out. She's a witch, I tell you. Well, haven't they already admitted that they're witches? I thought we already talked about that. Let's see. I'm no fool, if that's what you're asking.
Oh, if you must protest so quickly, perhaps I need not ask. So much about you is uncertain, and yet I believe. Do I? Why, it seems I do.
So this is a dreaded Witch of the Wilds.
Witch of the Wilds, huh? Morrigan must have told you that. She fancies such tales, though she would never admit it. Oh, how she dances under the moon.
They did not come to listen to your wild tales, Mother.
True. They came for their treaties, yes? And before you begin barking, your precious seal wore off long ago. I have protected these.
You... Oh, you protected them.
And why not? Take them to your Grey Wardens and tell them this blight's threat is greater than they realize.
Well, turns out there's a bit of a twist here, and they're actually helping us. I guess that would certainly answer the question of why them expecting us. Like, why would you expect us? Oh, it's because it's because I grabbed the one thing that you would be looking for, and I've been holding on to it, waiting for you. Turns out that means that people are waiting for us. What do you mean? The threat is greater than they realize.
Either the threat is more, or they realize less. Or perhaps the threat is nothing. Or perhaps they realize nothing. Oh, do not mind me. You have what you came for.
Time for you to go, then.
Do not be ridiculous, girl. These are your guests.
Oh, very well. I will show you out of the woods. Follow me.
That woman is so detached from reality that she makes jokes about the most serious things, which means she's probably either crazy or very, very old to the point where she doesn't care anymore. Oh hey, right back to town. Don't even have to walk. Oh, Morgan's not with us, but the whole party is here at least. And I'm right back in town without even having to walk through the forest again. I found it a little funny that she said, I'm gonna level up real quick by the way, I found it a little funny that she made a point to say, I've been watching you for some time, where will they go? And it's like, you haven't been watching us for some time, you watched us as we walked through this area. That took like a few minutes. Ooh. The next upgrade for this mage tier will be to have a more powerful staff. Unfortunately I have to be level 7 first, so no amount of buffing a stat is gonna help me get that one faster. I think I'm actually gonna go for the healing spell next. I could continue to upgrade my lightning spells, but I won't be able to get chain lightning until I get 33 magic anyway. That'll be my next priority probably, but a healing spell would be very useful, especially since I could use it to actually keep my allies alive more consistently, where they might otherwise get themselves freaking killed. I think I'll replace, yeah, I'll put that in the triangle. So let's assign my new healing spell to the right trigger triangles tab. So now I have 3 attacks in the face, and then if I pull the trigger I have a debuff, a healing spell, and the quick heal, which might be a little obsolete when I activate my healing spell, but whatever. I should actually be using that debuff more frequently to do a proper support role in the middle of all this. I could talk to Duncan, but first let's go find that dog. Because I did collect what this guy needed to, and I don't want to progress the story if I already had completed a quest.
The Mabari's stable for now, but not improving. Unless I get that herb I told you about, there's not much hope.
Well, what a coincidence. Is this the flower you're looking for?
Let me see. Oh, yeah, that's exactly it. Wonderful. Give me a moment and I'll make this into an ointment.
I'm a regular Neville Longbottom.
He looks better already. I'm sure he'd thank you himself if he could.
I mean, he can still thank me. Dogs have ways of thanking people. Like pledging them to my life for the rest of my... pledging them to the life. What sentence did I just say? Whatever. How long before there's an improvement?
A day, maybe 2. There's enough ointment for him to make a full recovery. Why not come back after the battle? Perhaps we can see about imprinting him on you.
Oh, well, then that'd be nice. Yeah, sure. You think that's possible?
Maybe. It's likely he understands you're responsible for curing him. Mabari are at least as smart as your average tax collector. Come back after the battle and just... or take another look.
Alright, we'll see how things go. I just escaped from the Circle of Magi, and I'm out in this weird world of being a Templar and shit. I could use my own headwing. I could use a companion that loves me unconditionally while I deal with all the other bullshit around me. Let's talk to Duncan and his very intricately crafted fire that no one is using besides him. Are they cooking? I hope they're cooking something in that pot. Otherwise, this is it's a lot of effort for a fire that no one's using.
So you returned from the wilds. Have you been successful?
We have.
Good. I've had the circle mages preparing. With the blood you've retrieved, we can begin the joining immediately.
Let's see. Now, yeah, I would like to know about the, Now, let's talk about what we encountered in the forest. Maybe we should tell you about Morgan and her mother.
There was a woman at the tower, and her mother had the scrolls. They were both very... odd.
Were they wilder folk?
I don't think so. They might be apostates. Mages hiding from the Chantry.
I know you were once a Templar, Alistair, but Chantry business is not ours. We have the scrolls. Let us focus on the joining.
Alright. And what if we have second thoughts? I mean, I just escaped a fucked up ritual that almost killed me.
Let me be very clear on that point. You are not volunteers. Whether you were conscripted or recruited, you were chosen because you are needed. There is no turning back now. You must gather your courage for what comes next.
Courage? How much danger are we in?
I will not lie. We Grey Wardens pay a heavy price to become what we are. Fate may decree that you pay your price now, rather than later.
Well, that's foreboding. You're saying that this ritual can kill us?
As could any Darkspawn you might face in battle. You would not have been chosen, however, if I did not think you had a chance to survive.
Let's go then. I'm anxious to see this joining now.
I agree. Let's have it done.
Then let us begin. Alistair, take them to the old temple.
That was a weird response from those two. What? You're telling me it can kill us? Well then let's go! Let's get this done. I'm excited. I want to expedite my immediate departure.
The more I hear about this joining, the less I like it.
Are you blubbering again?
Why all these damn tests? Have I not earned my place?
You just rushed us here.
Maybe it's tradition. Maybe they're just trying to annoy you.
There's nothing we can do about it now. That's true, because we can't get out of it. Are all humans such cowards?
I only know that my wife is in Highever with a child on the way. If they had warned me, it just doesn't seem fair.
Would you have come if they'd warned you? Maybe that's why they don't. The Wardens do what they must, right?
Including sacrificing us?
I'd sacrifice a lot more if I knew it would end the Blight.
Yeah, I mean, I guess at this point you have volunteered. Although, it's weird that you would abandon your family. Were you expecting to ever see them again? Really? Eh. You make a good point.
You saw those Darkspawns tonight. Wouldn't you die to protect your pretty wife from them? Maybe you'll die. Maybe we'll all die. If nobody stops the Darkspawn, we'll die for sure.
I've just never faced a foe I could not engage with my blade.
At last, we come to the joining. The Grey Wardens were founded during the First Blight, when humanity stood on the verge of annihilation. So it was that the first Grey Wardens drank of Darkspawn blood and mastered their taint.
We're going to drink the blood of those creatures.
As the first Grey Wardens did before us, as we did before you. This is the source of our power and our victory.
Those who survive the joining become immune to the taint. We can sense it in the Darkspawn and use it to slay the archdemon.
I can't be the only one who thinks it's just a little bit funny to they keep saying that they're gonna master the taint, and that's when the Grey Wardens mastered the taint, and we need to resist the taint. Get that taint all up in your face. Those who survive.
Not all who drink the blood will survive, and those who do are forever changed. This is why the joining is a secret. It is the price we pay. We speak only a few words prior to the joining, but these words have been said since the first. Alistair, if you would.
Join us, brothers and sisters. Join us in the shadows where we stand vigilant. Join us as we carry the duty that cannot be forsworn. And should you perish, know that your sacrifice will not be forgotten. And that one day, we shall join you.
Davith, step forward.
Now here's the question, which of these generic-looking characters doesn't survive?
Maker's breath.
I am sorry, Davith. Step forward,
That's
Jory.
unfortunate.
But I have a wife, a child. Had I known...
There is no turning back.
No, you ask too much. There is no glory in this.
How much glory is going to be in this, Jory?
I am sorry. But the joining is not yet complete. You are called upon to submit yourself to the taint for the greater good.
It's really a bad track record with this stuff so far.
From this moment forth, you are a Grey Warden. It is finished. Welcome.
2 more deaths. In my joining, only one of us died, but it was horrible. I'm glad at least one of you made it through.
How do you feel?
Oh, well, shit. So, I've gone through 2 deadly rituals now just to get into different clubs, and I'm essentially like that guy who spins the roulette wheel, bets on black, wins, and then just spins it again. Like, let's just double or nothing, right? Except I don't think I actually got double out of it. I think I just continued to not lose, which is not as good as winning. Oh well. Huh. That was more painful than the harrowing.
Such is what it takes to be a Grey Warden.
Did you have dreams? I had terrible dreams after my joining.
Such dreams come when you begin to sense the Darkspawn, as we all do. That and many other things can be explained in the months to come.
Before I forget, there is one last part to your joining. We take some of that blood and put it in a pendant. Something to remind us of those who didn't make it this far.
Take some time. When you're ready, I'd like you to accompany me to a meeting with the king.
Very well.
The meeting is to the west, down the stairs. Please attend as soon as you're able.
Aw, they put the blood in a pendant. They're such sentimental folk. How did I level up again? Wow, okay, level 4 already. Continue to double up on oh! Did they only give me... Let's check that again. Oh, yeah, they only gave me 1 attribute point. Alright, magic it is. And 1 more point to spend here, so let's get... Ooh, I can get a better heal. But it looks like this is a... Oh, it's a mana and stamina regeneration ability. So I can... It's not a healing thing, it's a thing that makes them more effective, essentially. Okay. Ooh, there's a sustained... So, this is another sustained spell that uses upkeep. I can summon a wisp that gives me a bonus to spell power. That's actually a good thing to go for. I'll grab that. So I have yet another thing to activate. Let's see. Yeah, sustain spells. Wisp. Blam. I'll just continue to have more and more things floating around me throughout this Let's Play. I like sustain spells. The idea of having a bunch of cool things on me is nice. Although, at some point I might have too many, and then that'll be a problem. So I'll have so many things that I can activate as sustained spells that I won't have the mana for it.
Loghain, my decision is final. I will stand by the Grey Wardens in this assault.
You risk too much, Kalen. The Darkspawn horde is too dangerous for you to be playing hero on the front lines.
If that's the case, perhaps we should wait for the Orlesian forces to join us after all.
I must repeat my protest to your fool notion that we need the Orlesians to defend ourselves.
It is not a fool notion. Our arguments with the Orlesians are a thing of the past, and you will remember who is king.
How fortunate Marek did not live to see his son ready to hand Ferelden over to those who enslaved us for a century.
Then our current forces will have to suffice, won't they? Duncan, are your men ready for battle?
They are, Your Majesty.
All 2 of them.
And this is the recruit I met earlier on the road? I understand congratulations are in order.
I don't feel that special.
Oh, but you are. Every Grey Warden is needed now more than ever.
Your fascination with glory and legends will be your undoing, Kalen. We must attend to reality.
Fine. Speak your strategy. The Grey Wardens and I draw the Darkspawn into charging our lines, and then?
You will alert the tower to light the beacon, signaling my men to charge from cover.
To flank the Darkspawn, I remember. This is the Tower of Ishal in the ruins, yes? Well, who shall light this beacon?
I have a few men stationed there. It's not a dangerous task, but it is vital.
Then we should send our best. Send Alistair and the new Grey Warden to make sure it's done.
Alright, so we're off to light a beacon to send a message. Okay, you mean I won't be fighting in the battle?
We need the beacon. Without it, Loghain's men won't know when to charge.
You see? Glory for everyone.
You rely on these Grey Wardens too much. Is that truly wise?
Enough of your conspiracy theories, Loghain. Grey Wardens battle the Blight no matter where they're from.
Your Majesty, you should consider the possibility of the archdemon appearing.
There have been no signs of any dragons in the wilds.
Isn't that what your men are here for, Duncan?
Yes, Your Majesty.
Your Majesty, the tower and its beacon are unnecessary. The circle of mage...
We will not trust any lives to your spells, mage. Save them for the Darkspawn.
Enough! This plan will suffice. The Grey Wardens will light the beacon.
Thank you, Loghain. I cannot wait for that glorious moment. The Grey Wardens battle beside the King of Ferelden to stem the tide of evil.
Yes, Kalen. A glorious moment for us all.
So he's the good guy, right? I can tell from how friendly he looks.
You heard the plan. You and Alistair will go to the Tower of Ishal and ensure the beacon is lit.
What? I won't be in the battle.
This is by the King's personal request, Alistair. If the beacon is not lit, Tern Loghain's men won't know when to charge.
So he needs 2 Grey Wardens standing up there holding the torch, just in case, right?
Well, where is the Tower of Ishal exactly?
The tower is on the other side of the gorge from the king's camp, the way we came when we arrived. You'll need to cross the gorge and head through the gate and up to the tower entrance. From the top, you'll overlook the entire valley.
Some of these options seem to think that I'm supposed to be indignant about the idea of whether or not I can, whether or not I'm going to be fighting in the war. It's like, no, I would love to not be in the actual war itself, all the way down in the thick of it, because that's how you die. So, when do we light the beacon?
We will signal you when the time is right. Alistair will know what to look for.
Interesting. You're going to signal us to light a beacon. Like, what if Loghain just responded to your signal, and then you could signal him directly, and then the beacon is pointless? I guess the beacon might be... Maybe there's a giant mountain in the way, I don't know. Let's see, what if the archdemon appears?
We soil our drawers, that's what.
If it does, leave it to us. I want no heroics from either of you.
Alright, I know what I have to do.
Then I must join the others. From here, you two are on your own. Remember, you are both Grey Wardens. I expect you to be worthy of that title.
Duncan, may the Maker watch over you.
May he watch over us all.
We're boned. Well, Alistair, are you ready to go to the Tower of Ishal and try to not die? It's no big deal, it's just everyone we've met so far is dead. By the way, what if I had died during the joining? That would have meant that all three of us would have died, so they would have gone through all that work for literally nothing. Because all of us would be just completely gone.
Men and women from every race, warriors and mages, barbarians and kings. The Grey Wardens sacrificed everything to stem the tide of darkness.